Daylan, how different is it with just a lot of new guys and some of you guys kind of taking on bigger roles off the field than maybe you did last year?
Right now, for me, I would say it's not much different. The guys that came in, they're just adjusting to our brotherhood. They got to be themselves, but they also got to join us and join the brotherhood. So, for me, I say it's really not much different.
What are some of your early impressions of Coach Batum?
Coach Batum, he's real detail driven, technique driven. So, with the safeties, he's been working a lot with that. That's the main thing we've been working on right now during the spring.
Does your position change much from what you can tell in his scheme?
I wouldn't, not much. Maybe a little tweaks here and there because he's his own defensive coordinator. So just a few tweaks here and there, but most of it is the same.
What have you seen from Philip Roche this offseason and this spring so far?
Philip, that's my guy. He's from Indiana just like me, but he's just growing. He's a sponge. He loves. He takes coaching real well, and he just, like I said, he's a sponge, and he just wants to learn, be better.
What does a leap forward maybe look like for him? I know he found a role a little bit in some of those prowler packages later on, but what do you think a leap forward looks like for him this year?
Just continue to do what he do. Like I said, just being a sponge. Every day we've been out here, he's been better. He looks great out there. He's definitely gonna play a role for us this year.
He's playing this offense again that performed really well last year. How can those guys kind of help you better? I mean, over last year at spring camp, a lot was talking about how the defense can make the offense better. So how can the offense make the defense better this time around?
Me personally, just I'm in the slot, so I go against Luther Burden every day. That's the best receiver in the country. So just going against him every day for me, that just makes me better. And then really just as a whole, the whole offense. Brady Cook, he looked phenomenal so far this spring. He's done great. And then, just the receiver core and the O-line that's came back, it's just all been, it's a challenge for us, so it's making us better.
You mentioned Indiana. I'm curious, when you went back home after last season, how different was it, how much people talked about or knew about Missouri football versus maybe when you came here?
Yeah, when I came here, nobody really ever talked about it, but when I went home, literally every time I went somewhere or I seen someone I knew, they asked me about the season and Mizzou, so it's definitely growing and spreading, for sure.
The same question about Philip Roche. What about Marvin Burks? What have you seen from him? And what's a leap forward for him?
Yeah, Marvin, that's my little brother. We anytime I'm doing extra work, he right there with me. So Marvin, he's probably gonna have the biggest leap in roles. So Marvin, he just like Philip, a sponge. He want to learn. He takes coaching well, and he gonna be real special. He gonna do some big things for us this year for sure.
Is Marvin kind of taking the role that J.C. Carlisle has left behind?
Yeah.
What kind of similarities do you see between those two players or differences?
Both big, fast, and physical. You feel me? They can fill in a run. They can play middle field. They got coverage ability. So just being a versatile player, and then just with his size and athletic ability, it's got a limit for him.
Talk about JC. I saw Hop was out here. How much time have you spent the last couple of days kind of watching what those guys have been doing in Indianapolis?
Yeah, the last 2 days we've had practice when they've been running and all that, but I'll go home and see it. I talked to JC last night. He had a real good performance at the combine. I talked to Ennis as well. So I'm still close with those guys. I still talk to them, and then they just talk to me about the process and what's going on with them.
Anything else?
I have a question. So how's it been for you in terms of leadership, knowing that you're kind of considered one of the older guys in a sense? Mm-hmm. How's that been for you personally?
It's something new. Because the last 2 years I've had older guys in front of me that I've took stuff from, but this year, like I said, with guys like Philip and Marvin, they've been looking to me more for things that I look for from JC and things like that. So it's definitely something new for me, and I'm learning.
How would you categorize your leadership? Is it more by example? Is it being more vocal?
A little bit of both. It really depends who it is. Some players take it different. So, yeah.
Last thing, the new video game coming out in the summer. So, what do you think about that? What do you think your rating should be?
I'm excited for it. I remember I used to play the 14 so much, even when it stopped coming out. But I'll be happy with anything 80 plus, but I think I should at least be 85 plus. But you know how the games be; they might.
All good. All right.
Yeah, thank you.